Hey everyone, Brad from REV Robotics. Today I'm here with Rylan to talk about something a lot of FRC teams have asked for, and it's launching with the 2026 FRC kickoff. This is REV Hardware Client 2, a major refresh focused on REV Ion users and teams who want faster setup, better telemetry, and a smoother overall experience. Rylan, welcome. First off, what is REV Hardware Client 2?
So REV Hardware Client 2 is our updated desktop app for configuring, updating, and monitoring REV devices. It's designed primarily for FRC teams using REV Ion products, and especially teams working with the Spark motor controllers and the hubs.
Okay, so which devices are supported with this?
So it's primarily going to be the Spark Max, Spark Flex, the power distribution hub, the pneumatic hub, and the servo hub.
All right, let's start with my favorite feature, dark mode.
It's my favorite feature as well. It's super important, and it's available throughout the entire app now. Definitely great for working late in the shop or for competitions and all the rest. It's great.
Okay, something a little more serious. Let's talk about multi-platform support.
Absolutely. So the old hardware client, the Hardware Client 1, was Windows only, and so you couldn't run it on Mac or a Linux device. But our new Hardware Client 2 will run on Windows, Mac, and Linux. So basically, any computer you bring into the shop, you should be able to run Hardware Client 2 on.
Oh, that's great, especially for teams that have maybe moved away from Windows for whatever reason, for school reasons, etc. That's really opening up a lot more for all teams everywhere. All right, let's talk a little bit about the UI experience. What's familiar and what's kind of the new stuff?
Well, we tried to keep the general feel of everything familiar. So it's not going to be, learning a whole new program. A lot of the things are kind of generally the same look and feel, but we've streamlined a lot of things and put things in a more convenient place wherever we could. So once you click into a device, all of it has been re-laid out. The same information is there. Some of it's new information, but it's all a little bit easier to read now.
Okay, and so those are now in tabs, right?
Yes, they
are. So
are.
now what are those tabs that we now have?
So we have the Summary tab, the Configuration tab, the Utilities tab, and the Updates tab.
Okay, so let's break down some of those tabs. So the Summary tab, what do we have with that?
So the Summary tab's gotten a whole lot of quality of life updates. Before, you had to scroll back and forth and click into different menus. Now you should be able to see a lot of that information just at a glance and look at all of your status of everything on a simple dashboard.
Okay, faster reality check, that's great. Love those quick, the pointy information you need right away.
Exactly.
So going into the configuration tab, what do we have there?
Yep, so we've reworked several things within the configuration tab, but it should still be familiar. You're going to tune your parameters here, you're going to change your settings. All of the settings are the same, but we've improved them where we could.
I've also noticed in changing settings, there's now like a new little icon. Can you kind of talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely, yeah. Once you change a setting from a default, there will be a little icon that'll pop up, and if you click on it, it'll reset it back to the default, so you can quickly see what's been changed and what's
that's great.
same.
The Utilities tab sounds like a fun one. What do we have in the Utilities tab?
Yeah, Utilities tab's a toolbox full of tools for testing and setting up your devices. Stuff like running a motor to confirm the direction or zeroing an encoder. Simple tools like that, all about just giving you a practical, tool to set things up.
Okay, and I've also heard that there's kind of another functionality we added on to this in terms of the motor control. What have we added there?
Yes, so when you press the spacebar, everything will stop. No matter what's going on, if something's going too fast or too far, you can always hit the spacebar to kill everything.
Okay, so now if I hit the spacebar more than once, does it go back on?
No, it's just a hard stop.
Okay, so that's kind of a nice extra built-in safety feature. If you panic, you can just hit that spacebar, stop the motor.
Yep.
Okay, and we come to the Update tab.
Yep, Update tab's a pretty straightforward one. It'll show you when you have devices that are out of date, and you can just click right through, download and install updates right from that page.
So telemetry is where a lot of teams will generally spend their time. So what have we done here?
Absolutely. So instead of reinventing the wheel, we've integrated Advantage Scope into our telemetry for our graphing system. So all of your signals and positions and information that the motors are feeding back is in a super familiar Advantage Scope graphing tool.
Perfect. So with all this fun new Advantage Scope that we've added in, what else have we done to the telemetry tab in here?
So running multiple motors has been reworked entirely and should be a much smoother process now. Instead of having to scroll through menus, everything should be right in one spot, and you just click which motors you want to run and give them a command, and you'll be able to see all of the feedback immediately. We've also reworked the layout system, of course, with the Advantage Scope layouts now. Closing the app and reopening it will preserve your layout, and you can even export those layouts and share them, and import a layout and a set of data that's being graphed. That way you can replicate that.
Oh, so that's going to save teams a lot of time in theory, and especially like if you have one person that's kind of found the sweet spot of what they want to be seeing on their robot, they can just share it with the whole team.
Absolutely.
Share with others, and that I guess helps with troubleshooting, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's really great. Rev Hardware Client 2 has been rebuilt from ground up. And what has that done in terms of like the maintainability for it?
Yes, so we're now using RevLib internally, so our development resources are, in the same place. So rolling out new features should be a lot faster, and we should be able to focus a lot more on the user experience side of things when it comes to the hardware client. That should help us get things rolled out faster and better for everyone.
Thank you so much for joining us, though. I really do appreciate your time and walking us through some of the software additions we've done.
No problem.
Thanks for watching. If you want more details, check the links in the description and let us know what features you want next. Also, feel free to reach out to our support team at support@revrobotics.com, as well as docs.revrobotics.com for all the information for Rev Hardware Client 2.